Hello everybody, it's Tommy and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Create a Sim video, and this might seem a little bit random, but if you've been watching some of the other stuff that I've been putting out on my channel recently, I've been super obsessed with this game called Monster Prom, and what I typically like to do in order to bring my Sims community into some of the other games that I enjoy, I will either do a speed build or a Create a Sim of a game that I'm currently playing or when I'm finished playing it, and a lot of you also know I recently finished another game called Cinderella Phenomenon, so that Create a Sim is also coming, but I said a long time ago, probably like Halloween time, that I was going to be doing this Create a Sim, and then my schedule just got totally crazy, never really got around to it, so we are doing it today, and we are going to be creating 4 of the characters that you can romance. So we're going to be making Damien, Miranda, Vera, and Polly. I do want to take a moment to let you guys know that if you're a little bit confused about anything, I'm actually doing a rebrand right now, so you may have formally known and subscribed to me as The Alleged Simmer, and I am moving all of my social media over to just my name. My name is Tommy, and for a long time I've wanted to do this, but I feel like 2020 is pretty much the perfect year to finally make this jump. The Alleged Simmer was just a name that I chose kind of randomly quite a few years ago when I wasn't really sure what this channel was going to be, either like completely Sims all the time and maybe just sticking with like a Sims kind of name would have been okay, but I have slowly branched out into other games, and if I'm being honest, I don't want to be primarily known as like a solely Sims player. I would like to do other things on my channel. I definitely like to play other games and do random stuff, and there might even be like stuff outside of gaming content later on this year coming to the channel, so it feels appropriate to just kind of rebrand onto me as a person that I am and kind of put my full personality into the channel. So I got a new intro and outro done. They were actually commissioned, and if you would like any information on the person that I commissioned from, it is linked down in the bottom of my description box for anybody who would be interested in also getting something done. I am super pumped about how both of them, everything came out, the whole package, but you guys gotta let me know what you think of the new intro and outro cards and everything. I really, really love it. Space and like 90s and colors is totally my thing, so it feels super, super fun and appropriate for me, but I'm really excited. I hope too many of you don't get confused. I hope that a lot of you decide to stay. Anyway, literally nothing else is changing. I'm still going to be putting out Sims content quite a few times a week, doing Planet Zoo probably on Mondays, and then working some other stuff in on the in-between days, so nothing is changing. Just got a new package of stuff and kind of changing all of my social media over, which a lot of my links have changed. They're down below if you would like to check out my Instagram. I also have a disposable camera Instagram, a TikTok account, Twitter, all of that good stuff. It's linked down below, but the names may have changed slightly, so if you're looking for that, down below. But let's get on into the video. So for Damien, I think he was actually the hardest one to do, and it probably had a lot to do with the skin tone. So I originally had like a lighter red skin tone on him, but it really wasn't resembling him in any kind of way. So I did switch to this darker red one, and then I was having this really weird glitch, a lot of you probably noticed right away, where he got this sort of shine above his lip, and I couldn't get rid of it, and it was driving me crazy. I could not get it to remove, so I almost completely scrapped him, which did kind of suck because at this point I kind of liked the overall like structure of him. I thought he was decent enough, but I ended up figuring out how to get rid of it at the very last second, so that worked. And I do want to say that I've taken a couple of creative liberties with these characters. Obviously they're not going to be totally exact, but for Damien, I decided to add a scar over his right eye. So one of the things about Damien is that he's got the 2 horns, and one of them is sort of like cut off, like he's missing it, or maybe he got into some kind of battle. I don't know why he only has 1 horn. Somebody who is like the super fan of Monster Prom can let me know down below. Maybe it has to do with one of his storylines that I have never gotten into, but I felt like it would be cool to add a corresponding scar underneath the eye to kind of go with the whole theming behind that. Again, I don't really know why that happened, but I just felt like it was a fun little thing to add to his character. And the clothes ended up coming out pretty close. I feel like he is the furthest one off, but I always have a problem with male characters, so it's not a surprise. My 3 ladies, though, these were so fun to do. They just have such dramatic face shapes and facial structures, and obviously they're based after, like, monsters. So Miranda is supposed to be some kind of, maybe like a mermaid fish. She does give me these vibes from, there's this one Japanese monster that I don't know the word for, but I see it a lot in like manga and anime, and it's a similar vibe to that. So I ended up finding these really big fishy type of mermaid ears. By the way, all of the CC that you're going to be seeing in today's video is linked on my Pinterest, and I always do that, so if you're looking for something, go check out my Pinterest down below. It's all kind of categorized by whatever body part or where it goes on the body, but if you're looking for something, there it is. But yeah, she has like these fish ears, and I was like, I have to try to do the best that I can to at least give her some kind of fishiness to her, because as you're going to see, like particularly for Vera, it was a little bit difficult to get that monster look because I just didn't have the CC to make it happen, but I was able to do a pretty decent job with Miranda here. And the crown was also a really big struggle. The tiny crown that sits slightly on the right or left side of the head is an item that I've been looking for somebody to create for so long, like literally since the beginning of my channel. When I tried to do Princess Peach, she has like a very similar crown, and nobody has ever made one as far as I can find, so I end up using these crowns that are just bigger than I would have liked, not quite as like cartoony, but it ends up working. I feel like you still get the same idea, and I really do feel like she looks like Miranda, so that's really all that matters. And then we have to talk about the dress that I found. I cannot believe how close this dress is. Obviously, we're missing a little bit of the pattern and a little bit of the ruffle undercarriage stuff, but look at the general shape, the color, the way it cinches in. It is so close. I was so excited. And the thing I noticed about Miranda's dress is that it's particularly kind of short and a little bit beachy, so I was able to find something just like it, and I was very, very excited. Colors are a little bit off for a couple of the characters. Vera is probably the worst one for the blazer. I just was not able to find like a dark blue blazer that was an accessory piece, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I still feel like you really would, people who know the game well would look at it and know right away. So for Vera, I obviously wanted to get some kind of a hair that had snakes in it, and I really did like scour the internet trying to find anybody who had possibly done a really nice Medusa hair, even if it wasn't like exactly how she has it, because I feel like it's still, the idea still would have been there and it would have been good enough. But I only found one, and it was a little bit crazy looking. It did not look like something that Vera would be happy with at all, because Vera is kind of polished. She wears like this outfit. It's kind of sexy, but it's also like business attire, and I feel like she wouldn't have her hair all crazy all over the place. Like, it's not really a part of her character design. So instead of doing that, I did just decide that it was probably more important to go with the general shape of her hair and skip out on the snake details. We are going to do, I believe, I got quite a few jewelry pieces that had snakes on them, and I was going to try to work them into her outfit, but I can't actually remember if I did. So yeah, she's probably the one that looks furthest from like her monster-esque character. Like, she is based after kind of like a Gorgon, Medusa sort of character, and there wasn't too many ways for like Sims limitations to work that idea into a sim necessarily, but overall she still has like the same facial structure. Her outfit is very similar. The dress that I ended up finding to go underneath this blazer is absolutely everything. It looks exactly like something that she would wear in real life, and I actually think that the hair works super well. It's a similar length, it's kind of parted to the same side that she likes to do it, very similar cut and color and everything, so I feel like I'm gonna have to be happy with it. I did have to change some of the jewelry. I feel like, yeah, I tried to get a snake necklace to work, and it really just wasn't looking great for the outfit, especially because she does have like this big, chunky, kind of expensive looking gold jewelry on, and obviously that plays into her character quite a bit, so I wanted to give her something a little fancy. Also, we're working in Maxis Match, obviously, so the necklaces that I had chosen were really alpha, and they kind of stood out in a really bad way, so didn't really end up working out, but that's okay. I ended up finding some in-game jewelry that had similar tones and everything to the necklace. That necklace is actually from a Pocahontas set that somebody created an entire Maxis Match line of Pocahontas CC, and that stuff is really, really cool. I'm actually putting together the ultimate Maxis Match Disney haul. I've been doing it for quite a while now, and I'm really, really excited to put it out. I'm still kind of working on it. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, but all of that stuff will be featured in that video. So if you want to know more information, wait for that video. I think it's coming out later this week, as long as I can get everything together in time. And that is Vera, and we are going to be moving on to our final Monster Prom character, Polly. So she's like the fan favorite, I would say, and Polly's line is so interesting. She has so many different story aspects, and I feel like I'm drawn to her character as well, so I really wanted to do her justice. The one thing that I was really nervous about was trying to find sunglasses to go on the top of the head. I know that that accessory piece exists in The Sims, but I also know that it's probably alpha, and unfortunately I wasn't able to find a Maxis Match version. I did have to use an alpha version, but I don't think that it looks too crazy. I actually think it goes with her overall look really well. And obviously I would have liked to have found maybe some kind of mod that would make her skin a little bit translucent, even though that's not exactly how her character is drawn. She is a ghost, so it's sort of implied that she would have some kind of translucence to her, and you can even see in her hair that her hair is sort of like ghostly and floats up. It's not exactly like your typical ponytail. And again, game mechanics, things like that we don't really have in The Sims. I don't think there is any kind of mod that has hair physics. I know somebody was working on one forever ago, but I don't actually know if they finished it off. So that probably could have been something, but doesn't matter, because I ended up finding this one hair really cute, parted very similarly, comes in that same bluish, greenish tone that Polly has, and I really just feel like her face, I was able to translate it really well onto this sim. I feel like if Polly was a 3D character, this is kind of what she would look like, and I'm really, really excited about how close I feel like. I don't know. I didn't create Polly, so I really don't know what they were going for, but just based off after the art to the left that you guys are seeing, I really feel like I hit it with Polly as far as getting like a physical character. And then her outfit, she sort of wears a layered tank top look. She has like a black bra or bralette underneath a more baggy white tank top, so I wanted to find a way to layer those. Ideally, I would have been able to find a tank top that had gapping on the side so you could see a little bit more of the bra and have it be like that Polly-esque sort of style, but that was not the case, but I am happy with this one, and then paired with some black shorts. Those ones she's wearing are actually cutoffs, obviously, but for some reason, Maxis Match cutoffs are not really a thing. I looked for quite a while, and yeah, wasn't able to find it again, but I feel like this video is a lot of me explaining why I wasn't able to find certain items, but I actually am really happy with many of the characters. I feel like they all came out very, very close. And then lastly for Polly, she has like one bangle on her right arm, so I did try to go in and find something there for her to wear. And that is actually going to be our 4 characters from Monster Prom. Let me know if you'd like me to make some of the other characters. Maybe Zoe, she would be really hard, but maybe Zoe, maybe Liam or Scott, and then the playable characters that you have, the actual like 4 colored characters that you could play. Let me know if you'd like to see some of them down in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon below to turn on post notifications so you can get updated every single time I post, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Also, don't forget to check out my Monster Prom Let's Play. Links will be at the end of the video.